Hey there YouTube, Corncob Piper coming at you. It is Monday evening, July the 3rd, day 3 of my Puffin Burley series. Tonight's review for you is going to be an American classic, Lane Ready Rubbed. And let me get my notes out here. Lane Ready Rubbed, for those of you who don't know, was formerly called Edgeworth Ready Rubbed. And it used to come almost in like a broken flake form. The Lane Ready Rubbed is more of a choppy tobacco here. Hopefully you get a good look at it. A bunch of little small chunks is what it looks like. Comes pretty much perfect moisture level out of the pouch. And pouch wise, this pouch is for all the like OTC pouches I've tried. This pouch is actually pretty heavy duty compared to the rest of them. It feels you know, real strong and rugged compared to most of the other pouches that I've experienced. A little bit of history about this one. In 1880s, Edgeworth came out with a chewing tobacco, and then in the 1900s started making Edgeworth slices, which was I believe like a coin cut tobacco. And then in the 20s they started making those slices into Ready Rubs, and hence the name Edgeworth Ready Rub. And then somewhere around 1974 the company dissolved. Lane Limited continued to make the tobacco under the Edgeworth name, but somewhere in the early to mid 2000s they lost the rights to the Edgeworth name, and within the last few years came out with the Lane Limited Ready Rubbed, which is supposedly the same exact recipe as the Edgeworth. Now, I've never tried the Edgeworth, so I cannot compare the two, but this will be my basically review of just the Lane Ready Rubbed only. So the pouch or bag note that I get from this tobacco is oatmeal, like steel cut oatmeal. Definitely very oaty smelling, and I also smell definite chocolate in there, or cocoa. I have smoked it out of a briar earlier. I'm smoking it out of a cob now, just to compare the two and see which one gives a better smoke. Contents of this, from what I can find, is only Burley, no Virginia in there, and this is a blend of Kentucky and Tennessee white Burleys. And I am smoking this, lost my tamper, smoking this in a unfinished Country Gentleman from Missouri Meerschaum. So moisture level, once again, pretty much perfect out of the pouch. Maybe, if anything, a little bit on the dry side. So this tobacco for me is not a winner. It does not have a lot of taste. I'm not really getting very much nuttiness from the Burley, which for me personally is what I look for in a Burley tobacco. Taste profile throughout the whole bowl, I am getting pretty much mostly hot air. Does not have a lot of taste. I think that has to do with the the use of white Burleys. Which is really the tobacco that they primarily use in cigarettes. So I'm going to do something that I normally don't do with a pipe, and I'm going to go ahead and inhale a hit of this and see if it's reminiscent of a cigarette. which it is. I would say that this tobacco would be great if you were doing like roll your own cigarettes. As far as a pipe tobacco, in my opinion, it's just not very good. Like I said, it's lacking that nuttiness. Every once in a while I could pick up a slight nutty note throughout the roll. Definitely get some wafts of a chocolate topping that tastes very, very chemical to me as well. So I would classify this blend more or less as a light aromatic. Not a very good one at that. I can tell no difference in taste-wise between a cob and a briar pipe on this one. So since I'm picking the pipe that I would prefer to smoke this out of, I'm going to go ahead and pick a cob pipe just because I prefer to smoke most blends from a cob anyhow. But really makes no difference what you are smoking this from. Like I said, tastes a lot like cigarettes to me. Very, very much like cigarettes, and not a very good cigarette at that. At least from a pipe. I do, however, believe from inhaling that this would probably make a decent roll your own cigarette if you're interested in doing that stuff. Some of the other reviews that I've read, people pick up a dried fruit taste from this. Once again, I cannot find that anywhere in the smoke of this stuff. Just a very, very bland, very, monotone smoke. It doesn't change at all through the bowl. And in my personal opinion, not a very good smoke at all, which surprised me because the reviews that I read online, this got a pretty great reviews all the way around on this one. I don't know if nostalgia or anything comes into play on that one. Can't figure it out. But everybody's tastes are different. This actually reminds me a lot of Prince Albert, which I am not a fan of either. And for the same reason as this one, just very, very lacking in taste, and I find it to be very, very underwhelming, and it does not satisfy me at all. Positives to this, it burns down to white ash, and does not bite. Even if you smoke this very, very aggressively, you may get a little bit of heat on the tongue. But for the most part, nothing. And I just did get one of those little, chocolatey, chemical chocolatey notes there in that hit, which you will, at least I do, pick up every once in a while. So I'm a little disappointed about this one. I was pretty excited to try it, thinking that I would like it, based on all the reviews that I read. But unfortunately, I do not. My 5-star rating on this tobacco gets a 1, which is not very good. I will not be revisiting this blend towards the end of the month. I would just continue to move on in my Burley journey and hope to find some more great ones throughout the month. I reviewed LJ Peretti's blend number 52 yesterday, which was a great Burley. I could definitely see that one, if I do decide to add some Burley tobaccos into my rotation, that one making it in. However, we are still very, very early in the game. Still have lots more Burley blends to try. And, we'll just keep moving on. And, like I said, everybody's tastes are different. So please do not let my review stop you from trying this on your own. This may be a tobacco that you, absolutely love when trying it. So once again, 1 star out of 5 for Lane Limited Ready Rub. Thanks for watching, everybody, and continuing on my Burley journey with me. And as always, keep on piping.